We're here outside Rock FM this morning. We'll be doing our first official radio interview, so looking very forward to it. So yeah.
Bright and early, ready for it. I'm also here.
Come on, let's go see what's happening inside. Come on.
Nice and close into the mic.
91.9. This is Rock FM.
Broadcasting live from Northgate Shopping Centre, 16 minutes to 8. We have in the studio CherryKab. How's it going, dude?
Good, thanks. Morning.
Everyone's good?
Yeah.
Cool, very cool. Right, so I have Danny and Kelvin right up next to the mics talking to me here, which is awesome. Guys, your stuff is amazing. And what's really cool for me is that you guys do a lot of the online stuff, which is important because a lot of bands just don't get around to that, man. You guys, your Twitter is sorted out, your Facebook is sorted out. I found you like in a heartbeat. I didn't have to look, and dude, honestly, if I find a new band, I have to like sickle and search. Yeah. And my wife, we were checking through it, we were looking at the stuff, and she loves your stuff, which is awesome.
Thank you.
But there is a problem, because she's a big CherryKab for Cutie fan. And she's mixed it up completely. My wife is pretty sure that I'm here interviewing CherryKab for Cherry. So can you just sort of put her straight on all of that?
Well, first of all, we sound nothing like CherryKab for Cutie, that's for sure.
That's true.
But basically, our band is called CherryKab, and the big difference is with a K, so it's K-A-B.
Mm-hmm.
Where that came about, we actually were known as the Calvin Alston Band back in the day when we first started out, so kind of like a solo project. And it kind of evolved to, you know, a full band, and we kind of abbreviated Calvin Alston Band to CAB, K-A-B.
Cool.
Then we basically, you know, over Google and things like that, we found out that, you know, these other bands called CAB, C-A-B, or basically CherryKab for Cuties, another one.
Yeah.
So we left, we kind of needed another name, so CherryKab just came out, and it's kind of just stuck, eh?
Yeah.
And that the cherry pot, is that sort of like the cherry on top thing, or where does that come from?
I suppose, eh, Danny? It's whatever you want it to be. Eh?
Yeah, pretty much.
It was completely random, to be honest. It was just CherryKab just came out, and it kind of just
That's
worked.
how the best stuff happens, because I can't imagine like the Foo Fighters parking there and one guy going, "Listen, dudes, I have the best name," or like the Goo Goo Dolls say, "Like you get this is gold, guys." It just comes about and it happens, and it's like an organic process. And when it hits you,
I always think it's best not to try too hard with the name, you know. It doesn't it just came to, and the cab has kind of got a little bit of history to it, but the cherry is completely random, you know.
Because we're going to get into a lot of things with you guys, because you guys have broken up, you've gotten back together. These guys, let me tell you, have 1,000,001 musical influences. I think if you stood outside and threw a can down the stairs, they'd go, "This is fantastic, I love it, I love it." They could get like influence out of anything, which is like the mark of a true musician. You look for what you can find inside everything, and you take your little piece and you use it.
That's it. I think each one of us will argue like who's, you know, kind of our influences. I will not really like Danny and them's influences, and they might not like mine, but together they all work for some reason.
Yeah.
You know?
What I really liked in one of your EPK videos was you guys talking about that you actually have to stop songwriting sometimes.
Yeah.
Because it's just too much. The process is too much.
It's crazy when we're together rehearsing and stuff. I mean, it comes almost so naturally that it is, unless we stop writing, we don't get to any of our material that we're getting ready for gigs or for studio.
Yeah, that is the problem of everyone. You're sitting there rehearsing because the show's tonight, and you know you've got to get this down, but that lick is awesome. Please throw a bass line on it. Please throw a bass line on it.
And that's how it happens, you know. And for me, just the, like I say, words come out and it just works, and we've got a song like, wow, you know. So that's how we kind of do most of our
I love it, dude. Thank you so much for coming in so early this morning. We're going to be back after a couple of tunes. We're going to play some Alice Cooper, some Stereophonics, then we're going to be back. Because I tell you what, to get up, if you're not a musician, to get up at this time in the morning, this is dedication. This is really pulling out all the stops.
Oh,
because I just want to tell you, these guys, it's bleary-eyed, and everyone's like, "But we're here for the music, man."
Entertainment, showbiz.
Well, that's it. It's our first official radio interview, so yeah, we had to be on time.
Because normally showbiz starts at like 5 p.m.
Yeah, around there somewhere.
But that's exactly it. You're doing it. Where can people get hold of you? Give us the details.
Well, you can find us on Facebook, facebook.com/CherryKabMusic. Just remember, CherryKab is with a K, so it's K-A-B. We're on Twitter @CherryKab. You can find us on Reverb Nation. We're actually #1 in Johannesburg at the moment for alternative charts. Yeah,
fantastic.
So yeah, we're on all those on the stations. Twitter and Facebook. You can find us on there.
That's the place. So you've heard it from the guys. That's where you find out what's happening on the Twitter, on the Facebook. Also check out our Twitter and Facebook because we're going to have all their details up there very shortly. At Breakfast Rock on Facebook, Rock Space FM Space 91.9. The Police, Roxanne. Guys, thank you so much for coming and spending time with us in the studio this morning.
It's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks so much for having us.
Thanks for listening.
All the time, and when you've got something new coming on, come back, do some acoustic stuff with us anytime.
Well, you guys will be the first to have our next track, that's for sure.
Kelvin, can I ask you to promo? Because coming up now is CherryKab, Head Over Heels. Intro it for us, please.
Right, well, we're CherryKab, and this is our first single called Head Over Heels. Hope you guys enjoy.